on Signal Hill, just below Lion's Head. We are looking out across the city bowl. We can see Table Mountain. Right behind me is the mountain that stands in the middle of the city of Cape Town, with the name Devil's Peak. Devil's Peak. Now, how did that mountain get its name? As part of this name change application, we have had a thorough study of what we know of the history of how this mountain got its name and how it changed its name. Because what many Cape Townians don't know is that over history, this mountain has had many names. For example, Windberg. Windberg is the name by which it was most commonly known during the time of Jan van Riebeeck. Lots of other names. The earliest recorded name is the Altar. The Altar. Not quite sure what that refers to. It's also been called Raven's Peak or Dove's Peak. It's been called Crown Mount, Herbert's Mount, Blaze, Mulch, the Sugarloaf, and Crown Hill. But now, if you look on any map, you will see only Devil's Peak. You go to the website and look at maps showing all the other names, but that's for another time. The story of Devil's Peak is encapsulated in the Cape Townian mind by the story of Van Hunks. Now, many Cape Townians know this story. Who's Van Hunks? Van Hunks was, according to the legend, a hunter who worked for Willem Adriaan van der Stel. Willem Adriaan van der Stel was the governor who made Vergelegen wine estate out there in Somerset West. And the story is that he built Vergelegen wine estate with twice stolen labor. He built it with slaves, stolen for the first time, who belonged to the Compagnie, the Dutch East India Company, stolen for the second time. In other words, he built Vergelegen in a corrupt manner. We'll get back to that at the end of the story. So Van Hunks was a hunter whose job was to shoot game and birds and buck and put them on the table of the governor just to increase the pleasure of being the governor. One day he disappeared, gone. Well, what's happened to him? Did a lion get him? Has he fallen down a cliff, twisted his ankle? Well, they put out a search party to try and find him, but no luck. Then, 3 or 4 years later, he suddenly reappears. But now, he's rich, wealthy. He's wearing fancy clothes, big hat, and he's got a seaman's chest full of doubloons and pieces of 8, Spanish reals. Rumors fly around the little settlement of Cape Town. Where's Van Hunks got all this money from? The rumor emerges he's been sailing with the pirates. Now, pirates were a huge problem in those days. And in the seaman's chest of his, he also had a huge stash of vile-smelling tobacco. It was his habit to go and smoke this tobacco on the slopes of the mountain that was then called Windberg. And he would walk up from where the settlement was in the middle of Cape Town, and he would walk up probably to where District 6 stands now. District 6, half Scar in the heart of Cape Town. No coincidence that he went there, according to the legend. One day he was smoking his tobacco, and a stranger walks up. The stranger is tall, he's got walk barking, he's got a big black hat, black cloak, black boots. He comes up to Van Hunks and he says, what are you doing? Van Hunks looks him up and down and says, smoking. What do you think I'm doing? The stranger says, well, can I smoke with you? Van Hunks looks him up and down and says, well, why should I give you some tobacco? And the stranger says, well, for a wager. Van Hunks says, what's your wager? I'll wager your soul, says the stranger. Van Hunks, she says, well, soul have I none, but for the sport of it, I'll smoke with you. I'll divide, you choose. And Van Hunks pours out his tobacco on a flat rock, and he divides carefully. The stranger chooses his pile, Van Hunks chooses his pile. And according to the legend, they smoked these pipes for 3 days. The smoking competition lasts for 3 days, and towards the end of the 3rd day, Van Hunks is going a nice red-purple color. The stranger is turning green. As the sun's going down on the 3rd day, the stranger cries out, oh, Van Hunks, you managed to do what St. Michael and all his angels didn't do. And there's an explosion, and the hat explodes into fire, and out come the horns of the devil. The boots explode, and the hooves of the devil come out, the tail comes round. Van Hunk says, you're the devil. Devil, he says, yes, it's me, and you come with me, Van Hunk. There's a puff of smoke, and they're never seen again. Van Hunk is never seen again, never to reappear. The devil lost the contest, he lost the wager, but he still took Van Hunk. The devil is a liar and a cheat. Always has been, always will be. Now that, by the way, if you see the clouds on the top of Table Mountain, we Cape Townians often say, when we look at those clouds, the devil and Van Hunk are smoking again. There are other meteorological reasons for the gathering of the clouds, but Cape Townians always refer to that legend. Now, is that just a story, or does it have some significance?